Welcome to another video, A Walk with Phil, and I'm here in West Bromwich. And today what I thought I'd do is take you to a factory that's been long closed down here in Black Lake in West Bromwich. It's a factory that many people still remember fondly of, not only in this town of West Bromwich but also in the Black Country. Yes, here I am in Black Lake in West Bromwich, and just up there ahead of me was is a walkway that takes you along the canal into Swan Village. But I'm just outside here, an access road, and let me just have a look, see what's on the boards that's supposed to be down here. Black Lake Auto Service, Black Country Hydroponics, a hand car wash, and another car wash and valeting service. A lot of those around, isn't there? Rogers Autos, Accident Repair Centre up there, and also the very top one, it says it's a hardware, garden and building products place. Black Lake Works, Black Lake, car parks, for you car parts, quality and reliability. And what you don't see on these signs, a company called Firkins. And Firkins used to be down this road. And what I thought I'd do is I'll take you down here and we'll have a look, see if there's anything of Firkin still standing. I did a video a while back just going up Black Lake and going around the Black Lake estate. And I did catch sight of something in the distance that reminded me that Firkins is probably still standing down there. So I thought, well, let's have a look. And first of all, if we can just look, just ahead of me, we can see one of the hopper, I don't know what it was called, it's a tower with the name Firkins on the side. That's still standing. Now it looks to me that some of the factory is being used. This is called the Black Country Hydroponics. And this used to be some of the Firkins factory along here. All this area now has been taken over for many different uses, factory units and such like. We've just seen as we entered this service road, you could see what was what is supposedly down here now. Lots of car parts and stuff, and everything to do with cars around here. And there's part of Firkins, that stack there. What do you think, they put the flour in there or what? I don't know. Let's have a look, see if I can see anything up here. Yeah, looks like this all used to be Firkins one time. Look. A few cars parked up here. I'm not sure what they're doing up here these days. Take you up this tower here, stack, chimney, whatever they would call it. There's a hatch door. There's a hatch door open there. I'm not sure what's inside. Okay. Cardboard only, it says on there. It's a shuttered part of the factory there. Looks like there's some car repairs or something down the bottom of this access road. To my left here, I don't know if any of this building's been used. The last owners of Firkins was Newbridge Bakery, and they closed under administration in March 2015, and all the shops that was remained were all closed. There's around 21 of them, I think, or 22 were closed in 2015. But they'd gone through 3 administration periods after the Firkin family gave up the site in 2006, and during that time, over that 9-year period, the shops dwindled from 54 down to the last 21, 22 that remained. And so many of the staff, they came to work one morning and found the factory gates closed, and many of the shops, they were unable to get in. So they were taken rather by surprise, a lot of the staff. So you can see some of the parts of here are now units. I think so, there's some repair work, car repairs in there. But that's as far as I can go along this side of Firkins. But you can see that the factory is still standing. Bit of an unusual one there. There's a door with 216 on it. I thought it was a little house. It's going into disrepair. You can see just the factory just beyond this building in front of me. You see there's a few holes in the windows there. And I think he's probably in a bad state inside there now. That's as far as I can go up the top of that access road. There's a lot of old abandoned cars along here as well. Yeah, sadly Firkins had been going since 1870 as well. It was set up by Mary Firkin. Now she owned they were famous initially for pork pies back in the day. She opened her shop in Carter's Green, and it was a very successful business until around about 2006, when it all began to fall apart, when the Firkin family sold up. I'm not sure what all this part of the area used to be. Was it still Firkins? It could be, because if you look at these buildings here, which were Firkins, you can see the drain pipes are blue, the borders of the building are blue, and so is these warehouses here. So there's every chance that all this was probably Firkins as well. Down here, it seems quite a substantial site actually. This white feature here, this white tower here, which is the main feature of the site, and it's got the name Firkin running down the side. But they went into administration in 2008, and then they did a 2012, and then finally in 2015, the third time in administration, everything closed, and that was the end of Firkin and all its shops that we'd have throughout the Black Country. And not only the Black Country, they went as far as Solihull as well. I think they had as many as 54 shops at one time. But sadly, it closed down. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can find another view of Firkins, if I can. There's a timber yard next door to this, and if I just go to the back of the timber yard, I might be able to get another view of the Firkins site from there. See what I can do. Yeah, you can see there's the roof line of the Firkins factory, and there's the Firkins tower just ahead of me there. You can zoom in a little bit, but you can see it's getting very run down and dilapidated. You can imagine it leaking now, couldn't you? It's very difficult to get around the site because of all the other factory units that have made their home around the edges of this factory, previous Firkins factory. And yeah, so you can see that the building now is still standing, still here, but sadly it will never become a bakery again. Okay, so we can't mention Firkins without mentioning Robinson's, which was another one of those famous bakeries here in West Bromwich. And it was Robinson's, I don't know, it always seemed to be a little more popular than Firkins at the time, when they when they were competing shops, whereas Firkin's was created in 1870, Robinson's was formed in around 1912, and he set up his business, Robinson's, in New Street, and it was there that he built his factory. That was very popular, and but it was about 1982 that Firkin's bought out Robinson's, and Robinson's became no more. The factory was demolished not long after, and on its site was the B&Q. Built their retail business on there, next to the police station, and obviously now that's also gone now, and it's the New Square Shopping. It's the New Square Shopping Centre. That's right. And so, so that it all came to a shuddering end, as I said earlier, in 2015 when Firkin's closed, but finally closed. But Robinson's was mired in controversy in the 70s when it was found that production line staff were dipping their fingers in the cream cakes along the conveyor belts, and much to the consternation of shoppers who went into the shop to buy cream cakes. Yeah, so it wasn't a very nice news item then when it came out, but it was a sad demise for Robinson's in the end in '82, and it was a lot of change, and of course Robinson's shops disappeared to be replaced by Firkin stores, but they all disappeared, as I said, in 2015. So that was the demise of the two great bakeries in West Bromwich. And I remember a couple of other famous bakeries in West Bromwich back in the 70s, but they weren't West Bromwich based, they were Birmingham based. There was Wimbush. I think they had a shop down in Queen Square, and also Spooners. I think they had one in Queen Square as well. But while I've come down here, I just thought I'd show you this building here to my right. It's part of the national grid, but here in 1900 this was the first electric generating plant set up by West Bromwich Corporation to supply electricity for the borough, and it lasted for 28 years before they decided to get the electricity from elsewhere. Just ahead there you can just see all the trees and bushes ahead. That was part of the refuse dump that was created around here in around 1930 for all the rubbish that the corporation collected and dumped down there near the allotment gardens. That's why I thought I'd take you down here, just this little access road here that's just not far from the access road which would lead to Firkin's. Well, I hope you liked that video, a short video actually, around Firkin's. You can see that the factory is still standing, it's still there, although it's looking in a very dilapidated state now. The one good saving grace, I suppose, that's part of the factory is still being used in the form of factory units, some car repairs, that kind of thing. But as I said earlier, one thing's for sure, it's never going to be returning to bakery. When Firkin's closed in 2015, a company, I think it was called Valencia, purchased the name of Robinson's and a couple of the shops, and they started trading as Robinson's Bakery again, and they're still doing it today. There's a couple of shops, I think there's one at Hilltop and there's one in Albury. So if you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe, and also hit the notification bell for future videos, and I'll see you on the next one.